Welcome, welcome, welcome. New season, red flags, throwing them left, right, center. Shay, how are you doing? Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Uh hope you guys missed us. Hope you guys missed us, cause
We
I
missed
definitely
this.
miss doing this. I
We missed
definitely,
this. I've been
Baba.
I've been knocking on Shay's door and trying to get him to set up our season two, and he's just been lagging. It's his fault. So if you have any issues, guys, please throw some comments and blame Shay because guy is not living up to his billings.
Are you done? Are you done? Are you done?
Yes, yes,
Anyway,
not done actually.
yes. I'm always the bad guy in this situation. It's fine. I'm used to it. But yeah, we had to take a break, as we said at the end of the last season. Yeah, we need to get monetized. You guys will help us get monetized. But until then, we need to, you know, do some things with regards to our regular nine to
Real
five.
life, real
So
life, real life, real life
yeah,
stuffs.
that's why we have to
No
take a break.
wahala.
Yeah, I know we missed a lot. Yimika's team won the Super Bowl. Um, start from there. You know, thank God we weren't recording during that period. I will have suffered that episode. Thank God.
No,
The
there's no need to thank God. We're just thankful for another season because we have more opportunities for my teams to deliver more championships, and we'll get into
same,
more of that. But just as
same.
like a quick update on how we're looking to revamp the show in season two, I think we're looking to keep it more simple, more clean, focused on our key sporting teams. So me supporting Arsenal for football, she's supporting Man U for football, and myself supporting the Eagles for NFL, and she's still to be determined, but we all know he's a Cowboys fan. And then me supporting the Heat in the
This
NBA,
guy is
and
a new season, man. Give up on that.
She just being a LeBron James Johnny man, going wherever he goes and following him as the bandwagon has followed him throughout his career. So in essence, we're keeping it very straightforward on our point of view on our main teams and our teams of interest around the different leagues that we cover. Obviously, we're still going to give perspective on interesting things that have happened, but we're not trying to replace ESPN. We're not trying to replace BBC Sports. We're trying to keep it nice and light and give you guys some interesting insights that we have gone through to think through and analyze. And, we just want to show you something different about sports so far. So, Shay, are you ready to kick it off with some college football? Seems like your coach Prime has been in the
Yeah,
news for
like
good and
on the
bad
agenda
things.
today, right? Coach Prime says it's time to fix college football. We'll start there, and like Prime, of course, Umbomo, Diaz, Yokeresh. Yeah, touch NBA a bit, and I don't know, just season two. We're not doing all the mumbo jumbo, other graphics and visuals that we used to do. If the opportunity presents itself, we will, it's still early. We'll see how it develops. And of course, like we need your input, right? Small community that is growing, get those comments in, tell us what you want to see, tell us what you want to hear about. And yeah, so without further ado, let's start from CFB. Coach Prime, yeah, he had like some health issues. He missed a lot of the off season, and he had a press conference today, just I think just over an hour ago. And apparently he had like a tumor in his bladder and he had cancer, had to do some surgery. He came out with his medical team at his press conference, and yeah, thank God he's fine. He's his normal coach prime self, and yeah, my boss are going for the championship. No more Shador, no more Travis Hunter, but we'll see. New boys coming, we'll see. Just watch,
Some new
just
good,
watch this
good,
space.
good.
Watch, watch this space.
No, 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 I mean they did well in the recruiting game, so there's definitely some hype around
Exactly.
the buffs. And part of like the second point we're going to talk to, like, and we've spoken about this holistically, like the transfer portal has definitely made the whole NCAA college football sort of platform a little bit more level. So we don't have the dominance of your Alabama that was, winning national title back to back for years and things like that. So every single year, every team needs to grind and sort of figure out who are they getting in from the transfer portal, who are they retaining, and everything is all about bread. Should you tell us a little bit more about what the college football stroke Donald Trump is even getting involved in this to figure out how they can make things make sense?
Right, like honestly, like I don't really want to talk too much about it because I don't want to spend too much time speaking about it. But like, I mean, like what Coach Prime essentially saying is, yeah, the NCAA needs to get a grip, right? Like we like it's the NCAA like college football space is it's basically like in a weird state where it's like in between pro and the old traditional college football system of running things, right? Like these guys are earning money now. Should we, start treating them like professionals, or I don't know, like there needs to like we need to just kind of find a balance. That's the long and short of everything that Prime said, right? Like, should they implement like a salary cap? I don't know. Like recruiting is like how like you can't just like go to a player, right? Like in the pros, like in the NFL level, like you can't just go and meet a player and like talk to him. Like in college football, these guys can transfer anyhow, and there's no rule around how you can like tap up a player on a team. Like a player is in the portal. How do we know somebody is willing to pay him 5 million this year? Stuff like that, right? Like nobody is really saying anything about those things, and I don't know. It's just making like the whole
No, I mean
college football
it's.
space
I think one of the
weird.
things that we talked about earlier was that you have
Mm-hmm.
situations where um, agents are going into the portal to sort of seek the best deal for their clients, and they're not even their clients. They're using this as a way to get the clients. So there's a
Exactly.
lot of foul play across board. There's no consistency in terms of what it takes to play. I mean, there were so many players in this draft. I think Shador Sanders is one of the good examples. He was earning more money in NCAA than he is currently earning in the NFL. And there are a couple of other people who have had these similar examples where they know how to play the NCAA game, be the superstar, but the NFL, what they look for in terms of the player and what they believe in terms of what are the intangible skills off and on the field to be successful. The way they value is a little bit different than the NCAA. So it's almost like these two systems, they're currently like in different valuation kind of metrics where they basically do not value the same player at the same rate. So there needs to be an equilibrium. And also from a tax perspective, like these guys are currently not seen as earning income. They're seen as non-professionals, and this is name, image, liking, which is more like stocks and shares. So there's a lot of people in this pot. There's a lot of money, and when there's a lot of money, everybody wants to get involved. So just watch the space. It's still being defined, and there's definitely going to be a lot of regulations that comes across. Anything else
Yeah.
are we talking about in
I
college
mean,
football?
no, not really. Like we haven't really established who the stars are for the season. I mean, the only name that like keeps coming up in discussions is Achimani, right? And honestly, for me, I think I've only seen him play twice. And was he all that? Mm, well, he's number
Yeah,
one now at Texas under Coach Sack, and we'll see. I'm looking forward to seeing him in the SEC. Um,
I think that's also part of sort of the magic that the NCAA has lost. So like before, you would have like whether it's someone who was like a freshman phenom or someone who like sort of blew up in their sophomore year, but you have 2 to 3 years where you kind of expect who is going to be relevant. But with the whole transfer portal, with the whole like how long people are spending in college because it's so valuable to just stay in college, you never really know who
exactly.
is going to be relevant or
I
not
mean,
relevant.
60 quarterbacks, stuff like
What's
that.
that guy?
Come
The
on.
guy that was from Georgia, Beck, that went to University of Miami. I mean, who knows?
Yeah,
He might have another
Carson Beck.
Heisman season. Um, so it's really there's going to be a lot more that we'll bring to you guys over the season. But the point we're just trying to bring is that the NCAA is like the wild wild west, literally the whole gold rush. Like people are creating $1 million companies for out of nothing, and 18-year-olds are becoming millionaires overnight. So we'll just continue to watch the space and keep you guys updated on things that are going on.
Yeah, for sure. Now we go to the pros, the big boys. And of course, Yimika, we are starting the Philadelphia Eagles. Do
Bro,
you pick this
like this,
same core? Can they do it again?
there's no need to talk about what was, because what was,
Ha,
and what
guy,
is.
this guy
You
don't
know,
turn
I
to
love my
philosopher.
I love my Eagles. Like Jalen Hurts was on the press, and they were asking him like, "You guys are coming to defend your championship," and he was like, "What? No, we're not defending anything. We won the championship last year. This season, we're trying to win the championship. We don't own anything. We don't have any rights to the championship." And
All
it's just
right.
sort of set the tone for the mindset of the team. Like everybody's grinding like they've never won it. Everybody's grinding like they have all that they need to prove. And,
Mm-hmm.
in the draft, we did pretty well, shoring up our defense, paying the people who needs to get paid, and the people who did well for us in our Super Bowl run. We didn't get lost in the hype and the sauce and overpay them. I think our D tackle, we let that guy go. I'm forgetting his name again. And our guard, Becton, we let that guy go. Two players that something Milton is the D tackle, I think his name. Um, but anyhow, those two players, we let them go. These
There's
guys
this
went to
guy
go
who went
sell.
to there's this guy who went to Dallas. Can't remember his name. Running back.
No, the guy that I'm talking about he went to the Jets, I think. But they paid him stupid. No, he went to the Patriots. Sorry, he went to the Patriots. Paid him stupid money,
Yeah, you
like the
can't
same
blame him
money
for
that
that.
were. I mean, yeah, he's getting his bag, and he did well for us to the Super Bowl. Happy for him, but we don't get lost in the sauce. Next man up, um, Davis is up there. He's going to run his own thing.
It's
You know,
true.
we our team is well run as an organization, unlike our brothers on the other side,
Anyway,
Jerry and gang.
enough Philly talk for now. We'll come back. We'll circle back to Philly. The Chiefs, are they done? Like,
No, they'll make it to at least the NFC Championship again. That's like their minimum. That's their floor. Like until Patrick Mahomes retires and until Andy Reid retires, that will forever be their floor. So that I don't even need to blink about. All this what's his name? The guy in Buffalo, Allen talk, Joe Burrow talk. Sorry, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, story, Netflix FC,
all
next
right,
season FC.
left
We
left
shall
to
know
be
who's
seen.
there.
Left to be seen. Before we leave the Chiefs, I want to touch on Travis Kelsey, right? And I don't know, there's been a lot of noise about like, oh, how this off season, you know, he has been away from the distractions on like last year when he was on tour with his babe
No,
Taylor
I
Swift,
think I
right?
think
And
your
all
point
the
about
yarns
him.
about how like that affected his season last year. Like, I don't know, are we expecting more or like it was just age catching
Bro,
up to the guy?
you know we're both aligned on this. The guy, like tight ends, they once they reach that their high 30s, 32, 33, they're pushing it, bro. And it's very tough because I think Brandon Graham, which was like an elite tight end in his prime, recently
Yeah,
decided to come back into the NFL. I think about Graham in his prime and how unmatchable he was. But once you get past a certain age, your speed is no longer there, your burst is no longer there. There's nothing you can do to sort of unwind the clock. Your name on the back doesn't actually dictate what you play on the field. It's what your legs can do, it's
yeah.
what your hands can do. And for the clock always gets his money. That's
All
for
right, fair enough. So we pivot not too far away to Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers, one last ride or one step too far. What do you think, Inka? And yes, I know we've spoken about Aaron Rodgers a lot, and I know your opinion of him at the Jets. But I mean, with Pittsburgh now, they seem to be like on this whole win now strategy. Like, the what's his name?
there's a reason for
Pickens,
that.
trading Pickens off to Dallas and bringing in DK. from Seattle, right? What's
Don't forget
what
Fitzpatrick.
do you think?
Trade
Do you
him
think that
to
a dark horse this season?
Fitzpatrick to the Dolphins for um what's this cornerback? Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
So those were the two big moves that they made.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is actually Mike Tomlin's decisive season. If he's not able to win a playoff game as the longest tenured NFL coach, black to be more specific, and probably the only coach that has not that has that has always qualified for the playoffs since he's been a coach. It will be
Yeah.
disappointing that his tenure in the league will end because they definitely need some new blood. They definitely need some new direction in that franchise from a quarterback perspective. Because when you give Mike Tomlin a quarterback that is serviceable, he can always build teams, can always find stars, whether it's wide receiver, your Pickens guy. I'm never worried about, them being able to find a receiver. Yes, they got DK, and DK is going to go crazy for them. But
For
within
sure. Yeah.
that draft, any wide receiver they've drafted, and it's a Pittsburgh, and they draft to Pittsburgh, just believe that that guy has potential to become a number one wide receiver. It's just what they do. It's just what they've done and what they do. And the same thing with defense. Their safeties, their linebackers, they know how to draft those positions. They are, you know, this guy, they just signed him, Watts, to a long term contract. Bro, they know what they're doing to
Yeah.
building a
TJ was
roster. But we'll
okay.
see. We'll see if Rogers works or not. But Mike Tomlin's career is on the line.
Yeah. That last bit is a good place to pivot to the next topic. Yeah. They paid a pass rusher in TJ at Pittsburgh. And yeah, you have Jerry Jones, the owner and GM of the Dallas Cowboys, publicly dogging his star franchise QB, highest paid QB in the NFL, Dak Prescott, and not paying Micah Parsons, for those who are not aware. Yimika, your favorite topic. What is Jerry cooking?
No, I'm gonna switch this back on you because this is your team.
Nah,
I need to
man.
know. I need to know what you guys are cooking because I don't understand it, and I'm sorry. I've just been watching on the sidelines, and it's not making sense to me. So, Shay, let me know. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean the whole thing is crazy to me, bro. Like it's crazy to me, right? Like for the life of me, I don't have any explanation for why Jerry Jones does this year after year, like delaying paying his star players. He did it with Dak, did it with CD, right? Like you end up paying more, right, for these guys, and I don't know, like how does that help your team when you are paying, like there's a cap. Everybody knows there's a salary cap, right? So there's a limit to how much you can pay your roster every season. So if you know you are going to pay this guy, like Michael Parsons is not like he didn't just come into the league, bro. Like this is his fifth year, right? Like
Yeah.
he's playing on his fifth year option from his rookie contract. Like if I was running the Cowboys, I'd have paid this guy 3 years ago, and I'll have ended up paying him less than I'll have to pay him now. I mean, we mentioned they paid TJ Watt. They already paid Miles Garrett, right? Bruh, what is he doing? Like, the only explanation I have is, yeah, Jerry just likes when people talk about him. He likes when he's in the news because, honestly, I don't see how this helps anyone other than Jerry
I'm not
Jones being in the
sure
news.
for your rookie contract you can pay prior to your fourth year. That's the one thing that I would just clarify about that. I'm just not sure about
I
that.
mean, so he could have paid him last year.
Yeah, so I agree with you on that because the even going into the fourth year, you can pay in the third year.
That's what I'm
That's
saying. Like, you
that's
can you
yeah.
can
Okay,
pay
so
him after
technically,
his
yeah.
third
Okay,
year.
yeah. No,
Can-
I agree with you 100%. Like what I find a little bit sticky or maybe controversial that nobody really talks about. Everybody says Jerry doesn't play all his stars, but things we don't talk about is all his O line. which they're always elite. Like their center, their left tackle, their left tackle, all those guys get paid. All those
Okay.
guys get paid. And they get paid on time. And we don't hear too much story about them holding out or them. The people he doesn't pay are his D ends or deep defensive players or defensive stars, often black, or his wide receivers, often black. And the first time he's had a black quarterback is the first time he's had
I
time
see where I
delaying
see where
on
you're
when to
going with
pay him.
this.
You know, Romo never had issues with, I didn't make it to the playoffs, but I still have my
True,
bag.
true,
You
true.
know, I think they had, what's his name, Witten, that was like a tight end for the longest time. He got his bag whenever he needed it. So I will start to ask the question that maybe an ESPN or First Take can't mention based on like the politicalness of it. But is there something beneath how Jerry plays his players, who he plays, how early, how on time he pays them? Because for Michael Parson to be on ESPN talking about, I'm ready to walk out. You know, if they don't want me here, I'll leave here.
Bro, it's so bad, bro. It's such a shit show over there, honestly. Like I can't believe they let it get this far, but yeah, enough about the Cowboys. Cam Newton released a list of his like top 10 QBs, and Jalen Hurts wasn't there, and I mean it was a whole thing, a whole back and forth with like what's his name, Brian Clark of ESPN. Yimika, this is for you. Is Cam bitter or he's right?
Cam is way Cam is so bitter. Cam is so bitter. I was trying to actually look up what the name of his podcast is because I know it has like some
Fourth
weird
and one,
name or
fourth and
something.
one, fourth and
Fourth
one,
and one.
fourth and one.
Because you know he was the specialist at running um
Mm-hmm.
for like sort of like end of plays, like those important runs that you just need to get convert. But
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts has come into the team. The Eagles have devised a play that who was the team that was trying to ban it over the summer? Was this Cincinnati or
Oh, the touch push.
yeah, who was trying to have it banned from or Minnesota? One of those two teams were trying to ban a play that was developed for one of the most uniquely built quarterbacks to ever come into the league. Like Jalen Hurts isn't as tall as Cam Newton, but I'm telling you, Jalen Hurts is bigger than Cam Newton. Jalen Hurts runs
That
over
guy is
people
huge, bro. That guy is
that
huge.
Cam Newton could never run over. Point being, Jalen Hurts has not been the most flashy or the quarterback to take his team to the Super Bowl, but he still has a ring, and Cam doesn't. I'm not saying Hurts is better than Cam. I'm not saying Hurts is more important to the NFL than Cam. But if anything, Cam should look at someone like Hurts, who literally took his podcast name, Fourth and One, one being, you know, his number one, and you know, he always came in clutch. There's no more clutch quarterback in the league right now than Jalen Hurts, just from a basis of getting things done. You should be looking at him
Okay,
and saying that's the person. Talking about
okay.
guys like Baker Mayfield are ranked higher than him. Come on,
I mean,
we're not building. We're not.
I don't want to disrespect anyone, right? But I mean,
I,
man,
I'm sorry,
that list, like leaving hurts off that list, man. I don't know. It
Baker
just seems
Mayfield.
very, yeah, yeah.
No, he's hurt. He's
Let's,
hurt because they built a team that paid the quarterback and also allowed them to have a full-fledged team. One thing I found so interesting about what he said is like, oh, you know, Jalen had the best running back behind him this season, and that was somebody who carried the bell, almost won MVP type of thing. Who was his running back when he was in Carolina? Who was the best running back for like about 5 seasons while he was there in Carolina, catching the
who
ball,
was
running
that?
the ball. CMC.
Oh shit! Oh,
Nobody.
that was his running back.
Okay,
Oh, okay,
nobody
okay,
nobody ever
okay.
brings that up or talks
Yeah,
about it.
yeah, yeah. Christian
So
McCaffrey.
yeah, I'm not buying that. Yeah, he didn't have the most elite wide receivers and he didn't have the most elite defense. That is his GM's problem. Don't
Yeah,
blame
that's not on
the
anyone.
Eagles for having a good GM and having also a good quarterback. But anyhow, the haters gonna hate. We move on.
Yep. Good place to pivot to our next sport, NBA. Friend of the show, Femi Orex, his team, the Oklahoma City Thunder, became NBA champions while we're on break. And yeah, is this the start of a dynasty, Yimika? Um,
I mean, they played all their guys to make sure that they are all together. But um, the NBA in its current tax or luxury cap structure has made it so that it's not about having 3 stars that can sort of carry it for the team. It's more about having 6 to 7 quality players, maybe 2 stars, but
Having a
6 to 7
proper
quality
roster,
players. That
proper
depth.
lineup. I
So we'll
agree.
see.
I
They
don't
paid
think
them
we've had
early.
any repeat champions the past decade or so. I don't think anyone has repeated. Has
Yeah,
anyone repeated? Yeah, I
this
don't think
decade
so.
has been different. Like no more of those
Exactly.
dynasties. I think since OKC lost that, they lost to Kyrie and the LeBron James, the Cavs. There's been
Mm-hmm.
no repeat. Everything has just been new. Like the Bucks won it like what 4 years ago. Look at the Bucks right now. I know we'll get to them later, but
Mm-hmm.
examples.
So just quick off-season highlights. KD to the Rockets. Your thoughts, Yimika? Just quick, 2 seconds.
Overrated,
Okay. Braun picking up his $50 million option. Was
obvious
that smart?
choice.
Was that smart? Like, I mean, he
It's-
said he wants them to win. He's trying to
No,
help them win.
Baba just wants the bag before he goes. He retires. He's
Like,
done it within. Maybe next year he'll go to Cavs and he'll call it quits. But just wants to get the bag before he retires.
fair enough. In the East, no Harley, no what's his face? Jason Tatum. Who do you think is the team to look out for in the East?
No, the East is wide open. I mean, the East is wide open. I think ultimately you have to look at the Knicks to step up. If they can't step up, then it's like that whole team that they built up, they need to break it up again, which would be tragic because they just managed to make it make sense. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because they're also chasing the same issue or facing potentially the issue with the tax, luxury tax, and the
Yeah.
second apron. So they have like a short window similar to the Celtics where they had to trade away like 2 of their stars, Porzingis and Drew Holiday, just to make their team make sense. Um, who's there? I mean, the Hawks could be a surprise team. They've done some good things. The Heat could be relevant
I
there.
was
I mean, they've
waiting
done some
now.
good
Like,
things.
when are you going to call your team?
Um, yeah, I think the East is pretty open, to be very honest. Like anybody who's telling you that this is what is going to happen is lying. It's like them telling you they know the next Nvidia. Don't trust anybody who tells you they know the next Nvidia.
Yeah, I mean, before we close out on the NBA, I was just going to say, like, I mean, for me, the East, I would have said the Knicks, but they fired their head coach. So I don't know.
I think that's going to be good for them, to be honest. Because
Is it?
he didn't understand anything about the depth of squad. He was rotating seven
Yeah. I
players
mean,
for the whole season.
fine, fine. But
Might do 7 in game 7, or I mean, sorry, not game 7, the NBA finals, but not the whole season. He's a good
okay,
coach, but yeah, I think he's only won
some
one
people do.
NBA championship. Yeah, and it was D Rose. D Rose literally won that championship. So
Fair enough. Now to football,
ball,
and
ball, ball,
we mean
soccer,
global football, not
ball, ball, ball,
American
ball, ball,
football.
ball, ball.
Uh we'll start from Women's AFCON, WAFCON 2025. Massive win for the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Yeah,
I
we're
didn't know this.
Nigerians.
So I didn't even know this was going
I,
on.
I,
I'm
I
terrible.
I literally said we are Nigerians, but sorry guys, Yimika is partially Nigerian. Um,
I'm actually partially Nigerian, by the way. Just letting you
came
know
back,
officially.
save it, came back from 2-0 down. to win 3-2 in the second half, and yeah, it was really great to see.
Mado.
And yeah, your English women
Yeah, which
lionesses.
English?
I don't know what they're called, bro. I think it's
Which my
lionesses,
English? Which my
bruh.
English?
Please.
This guy, my
Uh
Nigerian.
lionesses beat Spain on penalties to win the women's Euros, and
Big
uh
comeback though.
yeah, I mean it brought other than the trash penalties like in the women's game, like I think they're trying like tactically. Like I was actually not unimpressed with like some of the games that I actually sat down to watch. Right, I
Guys, you
think
know how hard
yeah,
it is to impress this Sheyi guy.
bro. I think the quality of the game is actually improving. Like from when I like sat down to watch them earlier, like
FYI,
in
he's
years
a Man
past.
U fan, so he watches Man U ball and sometimes gets impressed.
We'll get to that, Yimika. We'll get to that. But yeah,
Sometimes
just
gets impressed.
a thought came to mind, right? Like, so we had the women's AFCON and women's Euros happen at the same time in the same summer, right? Like, why does the men's AFCON still need to happen in like December, January period, or like January, February, and like have those guys miss part of the regular season? Like,
Bro,
is
they're
it
trying
like
to always capture the audience.
shouldn't discussions be happening around that? Like, I mean, who watch will watch?
Bro, the truth about it is that the time where there shouldn't be any European soccer, they've now created new competitions. This new European conference, whatever that they just happened earlier this summer. Like that should
Oh
not
yeah,
be a thing. They also have World Cup, like Club World Cup. So I
we'll
don't
get to
blame
that.
AFCON. I don't blame AFCON for trying to find their own space. And it does work out. It does work out. It's like NT madness kind of time because it's during the day, it's struggle to watch. So, employees or employers are a little bit more friendly to allow you watch it during the day. But yeah, it's the season, bro.
I don't know. FIFA, UEFA,
They
AFCON,
just
or
need to, they
I don't
need
know,
to stop it. They just need
whatever
to
the body
cut
is
all of
called. Like,
them.
please, guys, think of something. Think of something. Like, my team is stockpiling African players. Please, Dumbumo is from Cameroon. But yeah, we'll get to that. Club World Cup. Friend of the show, Jibola, Chelsea fan. Did you happen to catch any games during the Club World Cup, Yimika?
Yeah, I watched the
What did you
PSG
think?
and Madrid game and the finals. Those two games were the ones I watched.
Is the Club World Cup like, given how like, yeah, inaugural, like there's two team Club World Cup, how it went, how it ended.
Is it is my
Can
point?
we
Is my
say this
opinion
is
going to
can
stop
we
it?
say this is a legit competition now? Like, because I mean, I
Is
saw
is my
Chelsea
opinion
fans
going to
going
stop it?
everywhere, champions of the world, but like, bruh, champions of what? Like, how did
There's
what's
only
that guy's name?
there's
The
only
sprinter. Like, how did he say that that year? Like, champions of what? Like, please save it.
there's only one champion of the world competition, and that's called Champions League for
Yes,
club football.
UEFA.
Um, your
No offense to
actual
the other
league,
continents, guys.
no, and it makes sense because what you do in the season prior enables you to be competitive that season, and you
Yeah.
then need to then compete that season and win. So something like PSG, the moves that they made over the summer, letting Mbappe go, allowed them to become competitive and build a roster where they could compete this full season and get to the end of it and win it dominantly. So they're obviously the champions. Like Chelsea shouldn't start thinking they are going to get a Ballon d'Or or what is Cole Palmer going to be top five in Ballon d'Or list.
I
Like
don't think so, bro. Not with Conference League, bro. Like,
so
no one
that
cares
he played
about
the
Club World
second
Cup.
half of Conference League. He did not even play, did not start it during the group stage. He only played the final Yeah, bro. The point I'm just trying to make is that the World Cup, Club World Cup, is just a farce for money. These guys need money. They
Yeah, I mean,
figure out ways to make
big
money.
ups, Cole Palmer, right? Uh, Golden Ball, final man of the match. Yeah, happy for
But
Chelsea. João Pedro, new signing, announced himself. Fantastic, but Chelsea fans, Yimika said, "Calm down." It's not me, oh. I didn't say
no,
it.
no, no. We'll see. We'll
Yimika
see.
said you guys should
No, no,
calm
no, no, no,
down.
no. I'm saying if
So
you guys
please
have done,
attack
you
him.
think you've done what it takes to be competitive this coming season. You've signed players. You guys are in the Champions League. Oh yeah, take your Club World Cup form, translate it into the actual league that for champions, and showcase that you are actually the Club World Champion. Simple. But I was going to add
Chelsea,
one more
Chelsea, the
interesting,
ball is in your court.
interesting. No, no, I'm just going to add one more interesting fact, just to let you think about how relevant this Club World Cup is. You guys had a preseason game against West Ham,
Who,
right?
United? Yeah.
Yeah, in the
Mm-hmm.
US.
Mm-hmm.
82,000 people showed up in the stadium. Do you want to guess
Bro,
how many
everybody
people showed
knows,
up
bro. Like
for the
plastic
Club
hoods.
Walk
Like
Off?
if there was United at the tournament, if there was Arsenal, like
Do
those
you want to
stadiums would have
know?
been packed.
You want to know?
Bro, they had plastic cutouts at the top of those stadiums. I already know, bro. Like, don't worry,
Officially 81,000. So if
guy,
a Man U preseason game can
guy.
outperform the Club World Cup final, then we shall know how relevant that trophy was.
We
Not
are
not
Manchester
but.
United. We are Manchester United, bro. We are
No,
United.
the reason why I'm only bringing that
Anyway,
up is
anyway,
no, hold
anyway.
on, sorry. The only reason why I'm bringing that up is because it was both in the US. Both games were played in the US. So like it's a fair comparison. It's a fair comparison. But anyway, sorry.
We know. Don't worry. Like, I mean, none of those games touched the game between United and Madrid at the Rose Bowl. I think that was like over 100K, right? Uh Staying with United, Mateus Cunha, and we eventually got Brandon Bomo after it was announced that he wanted only United like 40 days before. We thought it would never happen, but it finally happened. Like, um, should I be excited? I think yes.
Premier League
Am I
proven. Premier League
excited?
proven now.
Am I excited? Yes. But how do I feel about United? We'll get to that later. Your team, your Keresh, number 14. How you feeling about that? Is it going to live up to the shirt?
The real number 14 is currently wearing
Aubameyang?
what
Aubameyang?
the real number 14 that could have come into red jersey is still wearing white and black jersey. So that's where I'll leave that comment about number 14 and just say
Bro,
I'm glad that we
I'm so
have
lost, bro. I'm so lost. I'm so lost. Who is wearing white and black jersey, guy? Who is wearing white and black jersey?
he's sure not in an Arsenal jersey because we don't wear white and black. We wear just red. So
What
the
team wears
person
white and
who
black?
everybody can think about it critically and decide
Besiktas,
what in the Premier
Real
League, in the
Madrid.
Premier
Oh,
League,
in the
in the
Premier.
Premier
Oh,
League,
Isak,
in the
Isak,
Premier League.
Isak,
Yeah.
Isak.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm just happy that we signed somebody who's a striker who can give us something different from Kai. I'm loving how Kai has built himself over the summer. So we're going to see a little bit more physicality. We're going to see a little bit more techers from him. And the way I see it is that we're building a deeper squad. I think that's a common theme across all sports that we've talked about: depth in squad, depth in American football, depth in the NBA, depth in soccer. Like you need that. You need the next man up within your squad, especially when you
Mm.
have a time bound limit of improving your squad. So that's what we did.
All right, let's just touch on Isak quickly. So, Luis Diaz has been confirmed to be going to Bayern for I think total 75 million. I mean,
Euros,
I don't know how.
Euros,
Yeah, euros, right? I don't know how smart that
Euros.
is for Bayern, but yeah.
They should have given us
I
that
wish
same
him
money
all the
for
best over
Martinelli.
there, but it seems like that move has sort of just paved the way for a record transfer for Isak to Liverpool. Like, do you
But these
think
guys,
that
these
do you
guys,
think that's going to happen, bro? Like after bringing in Ekitike
why not? Why
or
not?
how much
Brother, these
Florian
guys
Wirtz,
have made already 100 million. A
bro,
100 million this
bro,
transfer window. They've already
bro.
sold 100 million worth of players, bro. Like, why are we playing 100 million
Oh
plus?
yeah, it's true. They sold the other guy to Leverkusen, the defender,
Yes,
the
they
young
still got
defender.
10 from Trent. They still got 10 from some other youth player or keeper or
Oh, I'm
something
not.
like that.
I don't even like count like nets like ins and outs. Like I see it from PSR. Like I know they have the money to do it. Like they have the PSR space. They have the squad cost space to do it.
Mhm.
Right. I know that. But like, are they really going to pull the trigger on that deal, bro? Like
Bro,
I'm
because that's what
like I'm just trying to rationalize it. Like you guys got vets. You guys already had Salah. You brought in Ekitike and you're going to bring in Isak, bro. How is everyone like? Is one of them
I
going
think
to sit on the bench, bro?
I
Like,
think Etike,
can they all play?
Ekitike. No, I think Ekitike is the kind of guy that they've brought in, and he's supposed to give that depth. Because you remember, like
90 million
in their
euros on debt,
no
bro. Like
in their
90
prime,
million
bro,
euros.
in their prime, bro. Liverpool was signing like Diego Jota to come and sit on the bench.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Good
like,
point. R.I.P. R.I.P. By the way, R.I.P. Diogo.
yeah,
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Bro, solid
Tragically,
player.
he and his brother tragically lost their lives this summer. May their
Bro,
souls rest in peace.
don't sleep on Liverpool. I mean, the one thing I would say that they're not maybe thinking a little bit critically about is their defense, because that showed when they played Milan the other day. Their center back
Yeah,
depth, they've lost that. Their full back depth, that's fine. That's all right. Their midfield depth, they don't really have a lot of that, because
I
from
mean,
Gravenberch to Enzo to deep.
I guess they plan to outscore everybody they face. So, I mean, if you
I
spend
mean,
more
again,
time defending, you wouldn't disturb their defense.
I don't see it as if like Liverpool is definitely going to win the Prem by signing Isak. I just see it as Liverpool is showing to themselves that post Salah, they are not going to be seen as another Man United.
Okay, shots fired, but we move. We move.
Straight face, straight face. I needed to
Um,
deliver that with very straight face. I couldn't laugh. I couldn't laugh. I couldn't laugh.
your prior target, Benjamin
Shishko, Shishko,
Sheshko.
Shishko.
Sorry, Benjamin, for butchering your name, bro. But yeah, it's not my fault. I'm a River boy. Uh so you guys, I really don't get like, was he your main target or it was Jokeres all along? Like, was Sheshko the main
Our
guy?
main
Because
target was what I said, the guy who was wearing white and black stripes and plays in the north. That was our main target.
let's forget about that. Like
So
between Jokeres and Sheshko,
I
like
think what
who
we
was
did is we had a price that we wanted to allocate to that role,
to Sheshko
and no,
and he
to the
exceeded
striker role.
to the striker role and he
Yeah,
exceeded it.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
fair
He
enough,
exceeded
fair
it
enough,
with no warrant for us to break that,
fair
because
enough.
again, we it's valid. It's a valid pricing for Seshko based on Hugo Ekitike's price, but
Mm-hmm.
it's obscene. That's not what you should be dabbling in if you're trying to be serious as a club. But you guys seem to be serious as a club. That's why you're dabbling with that.
So Newcastle have taken quite a number of L's this transfer window. Brian Mbumo, the keeper from Burnley, James Trafford, who is going to
Trafford,
City, and some
Hugo
others
Ekitike.
that I will not bother to mention because I don't really care
I
about them.
just said it. Ekitike was the other
Yeah,
big.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, is United really interested in this guy? I don't know where that money is going to come from. But I mean,
You guys are going to cash in on Hoyland.
I feel
Hoyland.
like we have Hoyland at home, so why get this guy?
I think you
I don't
guys
know.
realized that you maybe did a little bit of you didn't do your full due diligence when you were buying Hoyland. You thought he sounds like Haaland. He's from Scandinavia. He's tall, also blonde, must score goals like Haaland. Sign him up. That's basically like your scouting. Do this
I'm
again.
not I'm not even going to argue. I'm not even going to argue because like clearly those people were on drugs when they were making all those signings that year. I wouldn't even vex. Like it's very possible. It is very very possible. Like but we thank God we are still in the process of assembling our best in class footballing structure, right? We've been seeing the evidence, in the
Yeah.
ballers that we're signing these days, like Lenny Euro, bad boy out of France, Lille, young 18-year-old brother, Mateo Cunha, showing things in preseason. Mboma hasn't kicked the ball. We're cooking something. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. But
All right, so tell us now about the potential outlook for United this season. Since you're talking big about the
yeah,
team, tell us where you're seeing us then positioned in the season. No European competitions to distract you. Full focus on Prem. What is a
mhm.
good season like for United?
I was going to let you go first with your own foolish team, but since you put me on the spot, for United this season, I don't expect miracles. Honestly, we finished 15th last year. I cannot lie to myself and say yes. But if we continue in the manner with which we started, right, and we are successfully able to get all those guys that we want to sell out, either on loan or full sale, however it happens, I think we'll be able to bring in a striker. And I hope they don't I really hope and pray the club is not planning to continue with this goalkeeping core. Like the guy from Belgium, I think it's Lamens, the keeper, right? I think he's 24. Please, they should bring that guy. They should sell the Turkish guy by India and just bring that guy. Even if Onana is still number one, like I feel like that guy can push him like over the course of the season to either become better or lose his spot, and that guy takes the number one spot. Like I feel
Sorry,
like
sorry, who is the striker that you're looking to get in? Since we're throwing
so
names.
that I wish I knew, right? But I mean, according to Fabrizio today, uh, Pletigo, Florian Plettenberg, the Sky Sports German guy, um, they say we are after Shesko. I don't really know how I feel about that, but I've agreed to trust my ownership, the football structure. So far, they haven't given me any reason to doubt them. More hits than misses so far, right? So if that's the guy they're going for, I know they have a plan. I feel like from the game on was it Saturday against West Ham, you could see the people who played for 60 minutes and the people who came after. Like it's clearly not a system thing. It's clearly a football IQ and how you can grasp what Amorim is trying to make you guys do. The goal we conceded to the ordinary eye, and I saw some tacticals on Twitter saying, "Oh, it was this person's fault, it was that person's fault." But like, if you actually know how that system is supposed to work, it was the league's fault because when the midfield two press up, right, the three at the back, the central guy is supposed to push up and occupy the space in midfield left by those two guys, right? If he had done that rather than retreat and point fingers as, "Oh, someone else should go and press," we wouldn't have been as exposed as we were on that break. But this is preseason. These are the things you are supposed to clean up in preseason. And I don't want to hear stories. If that guy doesn't do well, I'm so sorry. They have to fire his ass. Like it's as simple as that. But
Who, the late or
I
your coach?
I the coach, coach, of course. Like if it's not working, like I mean, I don't know, they can persist with him, but nobody is going to accept 15th place again, like for sure. Like it is not
What is
not a
the
chance, bro. Like
minimum? What is the minimum?
get back into Europe. Like I'm not saying get back into
What,
Champions League,
sixth,
like
seventh,
get back into Europe. Like
sixth, seventh, or is it eighth
yeah,
that you can get to?
like
Eighth minimum.
I genuinely believe, right? Like last season, the gap between like seventh to like where we finished wasn't that much. If you look at the stats properly, like we conceded a lot of goals and did not score a lot of goals, and they have gone out to bring in goals, literally, like in Konya and Ndomo, who scored 35 goals between them in the Premier League alone last season, right? So I expect that number to go up this season. Like I know it doesn't translate 35 goals, they will bring in 35 more goals, but please, between them, I want to see like 15 this season. And that's me being modest, right? If you get the striker, I definitely feel we can get into Europe. And if Onana has sense, because you know it's on and off with him.
Final
But yeah,
number.
that's
Final
it for me.
number. Final
Final
number.
number.
What is
Final number,
yes?
like where I think we can finish
Minimum. What is the minimum to
that I
class this
expect.
season as
I
successful?
expect I expect six, bro. I expect six.
Sixth. Minimum.
Bro, the money we spent, man. Like I know
Minimum.
we are not fighting the same pool with Arsenal, City, Chelsea pool. Like we are not fighting in the same like you are
So
on another
you
level.
guys think
But
you're on another
I
level of
firmly
Aston
believe
Villa,
us. I
another
firmly
level of
believe us to
Newcastle,
be
another
yes,
level of
yes.
Tottenham,
We can, bro. What is a
Nottingham
Tottenham,
Forest.
bro? We should be the best of the rest. So I will just give it a big round six, right? Oh yeah, give me your own team. Let's have it. We
But
are
I've
pressed
told
for
you,
time.
I've told everyone that I've spoken to, like, if Arsenal don't win the season, like, I'm done. I'm retiring. Like, this jersey will be thrown given away to charity.
You
That's
guys,
it.
please hold Yimika to his words. So thank God we are getting it on film. Like it is being recorded. Yimika, say it
Yeah,
again.
like, if we don't win, when it comes to the football segment in Red Flag's podcast, Yimika will have nothing to contribute because he would have retired. He'll be done. He'll be done watching football altogether. Like, bro, you don't understand. Me and my roommates said to each other, like, we're going to have to commit to Arsenal, like going to games, making sure like we're
Oh, he's an Arsenal fan as well.
yeah, he's an Arsenal fan. And he was
Someone
saying,
like
like, I
always
said the same
anything
thing to
now.
him, and he was like, bro, like you have to give it your all. You have to commit, you have to go to games. Bro, like sometimes when you say things in life, like it just happens. I get a call from my mom talking about some family friend back home in Niger has season tickets for Arsenal that he doesn't use and has not been using and needs somebody to bless and put it in their hand. So now I have two season tickets for Arsenal this year. So I'm going to be going to a lot of the games. Like I will give you in-person atmosphere vibes, what I
Oh
saw with my
shit.
two Korokoro eyes,
Oh
what
shit.
what what I heard
Oh
on
shit.
the
Investing
yeah.
in the club. Investing in the
I'm
club. I like that.
investing, putting it
I
all,
like
like I'm
that.
putting it all in there.
I
If
like
they don't
that.
come and give me any returns, do you think
I
I'm a
like
fool?
that.
Do you think I'm a fool that will continue to invest in them? Bro, these jerseys don't cost, they're not cheap. They're not cheap. I'm going to buy the new away one, the white jersey. Beautiful jersey.
Bro, I want to buy
But yeah,
jerseys, but I don't think I want to spend on United, man. Not gonna lie.
that's bro, it's the
I
same
like that
thing.
real
It's
market.
only because I got this ticket that I'm like, this guy, I have to show up with fresh new Arsenal relevant season jerseys. Like I can't just be wearing only the retro ones. I gotta show that I'm current, I'm up to date. But yeah, no. If it's win or all. And it's either Prem or the Champions League. If they don't win Prem but win the Champions League, fine.
Bam. Red
If they
flags.
win
Win Premier League or win Champions League or Yimika
or
has retired from ball.
please,
Case
we can even
closed.
put that.
Enough
in
said.
the
Enough
okay,
said.
fine,
Enough
fine.
said. All right. Now, overall prem. Overall prem. I will ask, right? Do you think Liverpool can defend their title? But I already know the answer is no,
No,
because Yimika has said Arsenal is winning the league,
or I
and
retire.
I've taken it.
The only reason why I think that we will actually outperform Liverpool is because of the from defensive side. Where Liverpool were getting tremendously lucky and Van Dijk was looking like just the appearance of Van Dijk was creating
Bro, I
ghosts
need
for
that guy
people.
to be exposed one day, man. I need it.
Bro, do you see what Rafael Leao
I'm a
did to him the
hater.
other time?
I'm a hater. Virgil, I'm your hater. I'm your
Baba
hater.
said, "Are you out here still doing like a police 50 yards away from me? Baba, move to this way,
Bro,
fire it up, top corner, bro. Like
that goal was
the
bad.
point,
That was mad. Like, I rate it.
your
I rate it.
Konate is unhappy. He wants to get a new contract. He's earning like what
Does he
75.
want a new
Yeah,
contract, or he's trying to run down his contract and move to Madrid?
no, but bro, why
Story
would
for
you not
another day,
want to?
maybe.
Why would you not want to run it down? Because Liverpool is not going to pay you 300K. At most, they'll say, "Oh yeah, let's double it and make you 150." But bro, if the guy right next to him is earning 300K, in his mind, he's like, "Let me just run it down. I'll go to Madrid. Madrid will pay me at least 200, 250. I'll go and do. I'll be living in Spain. I'll pay less tax." Like, come on, bro. There are just too many advantages of it. Or go to Paris. Although I don't think it's going to be as easy to walk into that defense over there. But
Fair
the point
enough.
I'm just trying to make is that they haven't invested in their defense. Frimpong is not right back. Like, let's not lie to ourselves. And then to have Frimpong and Kirkers bombing down, who is actually going to defend? Let Gravenberg have any injury, he's done. I actually think City is going to finish above them. So just to give you my overall predictions, Arsenal number one, God willing, no jinx. Pray for it. Holy
We are
spirits
pressed for time,
protect
guys.
them.
Run this thing
Let
quickly.
everybody not get hurt. Saka, star boy, continue shining on. Shine us on to the World Cup and all. Then City.
Okay. And
Then
number three, pool.
Chelsea.
Oh wow. Three, Chelsea.
Then
Four, Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Okay, great.
Then Liverpool. And I think
I don't care about the rest. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care about that.
wait,
That's fine.
you don't want to know? Okay,
We don't want
fine.
to know.
Top four.
We don't want to know. We don't want to know. Anyway, guys, we had a lot to cramp into today's show somehow, and we've tried our best to, make it quite, brief. Next time, we'll get more into this, like, you know, overall football talk, right? But
So
till
tell
then,
us what you want more of. Also,
yeah,
throw it in the comments, please.
keep listening, keep watching, keep telling people about it, because we are trying to actually like grow
We're trying
this
to grow
Red
the
Flagz
community.
community.
Grow the
We literally
community.
rebranded for you guys. Like, people kept saying things like, "Oh, when I search for it, I'm always seeing something else. I don't see you guys." So, guys, we are putting in the effort. Me, I want to quit my job. Yimika, if you see the picture, like, he's the one wearing the blazer. He loves that life. So that's the problem. Me, I don't love that life. I want to do
Stop.
this. So keep listening, keep watching, tell a friend to tell a friend, listen to Red Flags. Yeah, and let's know what you guys
Like and
want to hear more
subscribe.
of.
Like
Yeah.
and subscribe, please. Like and
And
subscribe.
to our female listeners, I actually had some yarns. I had some yarns for you guys about like Megan and what she be up to these days. But Yimika said no. So attack him. You have his socials. Attack
No,
him.
no, no. We're going to get some female guest, talk a little bit more about ball and give us some insights. We don't know it all, and I just showed my own lack of knowledge in terms of women football. So we'll definitely get some diverse perspectives and keep you guys entertained. Dale is the entertainer. I'm the strict person. Like you said, I like to wear blazer.
All right, guys. Have a good one and see you next time. Bye.
Thank you all. Bye.